Welcome back, and in today's video we are going to be taking my tiny lathe and we are going to be moving it inside the house, inside of my room. Obviously we have to be a little bit discreet about it because we don't want anybody to see me doing this. So hopefully by the end of the video we will be machining inside of my room at the desk. If not, then I got caught and I'm in jail at this point. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So right here, this is my Shoreline lathe. I guess it's model 4000. This is a very solid lathe. It has seen better days. It is a little bit rusty, so hopefully we'll be able to unbolt it with these 4 bolts that go through the table, and we'll be able to clean this up and bring it back to its former glory, hopefully. So yeah, let's just go ahead and unbolt it and see what we can do. Last one. Okay, so I have all of the bolts and nuts off, so we're free. The next step is going to be moving it over to the desk over there and then cleaning it up as best I can. So I have taken this thing apart before, but I'm kind of feeling a little lazy, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to kind of take off some of the exterior components like the chuck, then oil up the ways, and clean up everything. Time lapse. Real quick before I head inside for the night, I got this spindle off, did the chuck, and then this is one of the handles. Then here's 2 of the gibs here. This is one of the guide screws right there. The other one is inside of here, you can see. So I don't know how to get that out without taking everything apart, so I'm actually gonna look that up later tonight. Cross slide taken apart, and the handle. Then tomorrow I'll be taking more things apart. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. Today we're going to jump right into a time lapse and see what we can get done. For the most part, I have this thing taken apart. All like the individual components have been cleaned, and if they have a little bit of rust, then I've either taken some Scotch-Brite or just kind of lightly used some very, very, very high grit sandpaper, because none of it's deep rust, it's just surface rust, just because Florida is very humid. It's not great for machinery, especially in a semi-outside shop. Right here, this is the cross slide components. Next step for these and all the other pieces is going to be coating them with a very light layer of oil, just to keep them from continually rusting, and to also make sure everything runs smoothly. This is the machine that I had before knowing anything about machining, lathes, whatever. Obviously I made mistakes, and this was one of them. So this part right here, the cross slide, it feeds towards the spindle or the chuck, and then what can happen is you can crash it. And what I don't really love about this lathe is the fact that the clearance between the chuck and the cross slide is non-existent. It doesn't really exist. So that is very easy to do, especially when you don't know what you're doing. So I did that a few times, and I quickly learned to be very aware of the movements where the parts of the machine are. And this part right here, I'm gonna see if I can So those markings right there, I honestly can't tell you what they're from, other than just kind of mild stupidity of doing something like that to the ways. So not very proud of that. But yeah, I still have to figure out how to get this screw out. I actually got it out. This thing just took a few bolts to get out. It's disgusting. I mean, this is so bad. I can't believe that I actually ever used to use this. I'm gonna have to clean this and clean the extra part. So this is actually like almost like the collet, or that it kind of sits in. I mean, I'm not really impressed with the surface finish of the inside here, but whatever. Here's this part right here. So this is I think just a brass or bronze part here. This is what essentially keeps the lead screw, I guess you could call it, clean. It's not really a lead screw, but whatever. Cleanup time. So I have this thing taken apart now. We're all cleaned up. So now the next step is going to be putting this thing back together. If I can remember how to do that, that is. Thankfully, I have a nice little thing pulled up. I'm just kidding, by the way. I know how to put it back together. I wish they used stainless steel, but they didn't. So we're just gonna deal with that. Let's go ahead and jump into another time lapse. So I had to stop filming because my phone is like 8% right now, and I didn't want to kill it. So you saw pretty much the gist of it. So I have it all together. I have the actual like lathe assembly together. So like I have the cross slide, and everything works. Goes forwards and backwards and left and right, etc. So all really that's left to do from here is like just play around with the gibs and the tension. Super smooth though. So happy about that. And the next step from here is going to be just double checking that these are all nice and clean, these little parts here, giving them some oil, and then I have to end up actually cleaning this chuck completely. The motor right here, I do want to take the motor and just kind of like spray air at it and just get all the junk out of it. Then after that, we can bring it inside. Here we are. My mini lathe is back and running. Hopefully. I have not tested it yet, but handles work great. Everything moves. I don't really want to try it. I guess I can do this. Yeah, so I'd have to adjust this gib a little bit more to make it a little tighter. The chuck is a lot smoother, and it has a lot less rust in it. And then I went ahead and cleaned out everything else and wiped it all down one last time. So now we're going to go ahead and see if it works. Sometimes you have to fiddle with the... There we go. So it works great. I think it just needs to be ran a little bit, and then it'll kind of start sounding a little better. I just leave mine on 24/7 because this dial right here controls whether it's on or off, and then I can just unplug it, and then it's completely safe to leave just left on. So it's not going to do anything bad. It's just gonna, So we're going to go ahead and commence with the actual part of this video that I wanted to do in the very beginning. I'm kind of embarrassed about the state that it was in. Apparently I got lazy, but we're looking great right now, so we're gonna bring it inside now, hopefully, without being caught. Also, I wanted to mention that in the beginning of this video, I said I was not gonna take it apart. So I have taken this thing apart before, but I'm kind of feeling a little lazy, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Maybe that was interesting to watch. So here it is, this tiny little baby thing. I wonder how much it weighs. We're gonna go ahead and take it inside now. So here we are. We have the lathe inside the house now and in the room. I have already drilled 4 holes into the desk here. Necessary destruction, as I call it. So the next step is going to be bolting this bad boy down. The lathe is now solid and on the table. It only took like 5 hours to do. And so the next step is to plug this bad boy in. Ooh, ow, I got shocked a little bit. Just kidding. So now we can go ahead and cut to the machining montage. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this sneaky content. I know there are some people that are not going to be really thrilled with this idea, but they probably won't even see this video, so that's okay. A lathe restoration / sneaking it inside the house, and maybe we'll get some more videos. Maybe we do a challenge video where I have to make a ring on this small lathe once again and go back to my roots. Back to when I first started. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. 80 subscribers. Hopefully we can get to 100 soon. And thank you guys for watching. See you later.